continue with the Sadhana Pada. On page 24, Sadhana means the practices of yoga, and Pada means foot or quarter or chapter. There's four parts to the Yoga Sutras, four chapters, and so the Sadhana Pada is the second quarter of the Yoga Sutras, the second chapter. And continuing with the 16th Sutra, what is to be avoided is the sorrow yet to come. So with the practices of yoga, one of the goals is to improve your life experience and to improve happiness and enjoyment of life. And the Yoga Sutras and the practices of yoga lay out a pathway, or a method by which you can enjoy life to its fullest and improve your happiness and experience this, higher states of bliss or ananda. And so it is mentioned in the 16th Sutra, what is to be avoided is the sorrow yet to come. So the future suffering is to be avoided by practicing yoga. And then it goes on to describe the correlation of the seer and the seen is what is to be overcome. The seer is the internal perceiver of the external reality, and the seen is this, manifest reality. And this correlation is somewhat superimposed and in a way inaccurate, and the infinite seer is tied up or caught in the finite aspects of the seen. And so this correlation causes some restriction of this infinite consciousness and a reduction, and just you end up with this, finite life experience and this personal identification with just your own body and your perception of things, and this reduction of the perception then causes this avidya, or lack of knowledge. And so this correlation is to be overcome. This conjunction of the seer and the seen is to be overcome. The seen has the characteristics of sattva, rajas, and tamas, the three gunas. Sattva is brightness, rajas is activity, and tamas is inertia. And these are embodied in the elements, the five elements, and the sense organs. And it serves the purpose of life experience as well as moksha, or emancipation, or liberation from this life experience. The levels of the gunas are particularized and unparticularized, and differentiate and undifferentiated. So the gunas and the five elements, you can think of them maybe as colors. Like you have the three primary colors, red and yellow and blue, and you can either have a blue only, or red only, or yellow, or there's some mixing of the colors. And then you have orange, or green, or purple, or all together, is brown, or there's black and white. And so there's all these different ways that the gunas and the elements can be combined and put together. And these basic principles of manifest existence are put together in so many different ways that you have all these different forms of life, because these principles are put together in different ways. And then you have plants and animals and human beings and natural land formations, because you have all different amounts of these basic building blocks, and they're put together or they're separate. And this is what creates all the different ways that you see manifest existence. And then the seer is pure but perceives the seen. The seer, this internal observer, the pure consciousness, is pure but perceives the seen. So perceives prakriti and the gunas, and then all the different life formations that then exist. And the essence of the seen is for the sake of the seer. The seen, all these different, the manifest life existence, the essence of this is for the sake of the seer. So the seer wants to know itself, and by manifesting or connecting with the seen, it can then emancipate from this experience and again know itself. And although the seen ceases to exist for the yogi whose purpose has been accomplished, it continues to exist because it is the common experience of the others. And so although the seen ceases to exist, during meditation practice you can experience this samadhi or pure consciousness, and at that moment all these different formations, everything you know about yourself and your life experience, all this ceases to exist, but it continues to exist for all those people who have no longer or have not yet accomplished samadhi. So even if one person attains to samadhi, you don't wipe out life for everyone else. It continues to exist for those people who have not yet experienced samadhi. And the conjunction of the seer and the seen is for the seer to know his or her own true nature. So at the time of manifestation, or when pure consciousness, integrated with this manifest existence, it was for the purpose of this pure consciousness to know itself, and to see, how these the formations of life would be, and thereby the seer can know its own true nature, because you have this physical representation of this pure consciousness. And the cause of conjunction, again, from this perspective, is ignorance. So lack of knowledge of itself. The seer, or pure consciousness, did not understand it, or did not know itself. And so came into this manifest existence. So the cause of the conjunction was the ignorance of the seer. And when this ignorance disappears, the conjunction disappears, and this is kaivalya, or the total aloneness of the seer. And so once you have this experience of insight, of pure consciousness, then you just experience this kaivalya, or sometimes it's described as emptiness. You just experience pure consciousness without any form or anything that you can perceive through the sense organ. There's no sound, there's no sight, there's no feeling, there's no analysis of the mind. It's just emptiness. It's just pure consciousness. It's like the black between the stars. It's just emptiness. And this experience can be attained when the conjunction disappears. You're no longer identifying with your body and with your life experience and with your thoughts. You slowly stop the thoughts, and this conjunction, this identification with your own body and your own life experience is reduced and dissolves, and then you can have this glimpse of insight, of kaivalya, of just pure consciousness itself. And this is described from the perspective of the conjunction disappearing, this identification of the seer and the seen. What you're perceiving and what you perceive is combined. So you think that you are you, and you talk about yourself as you, and your body as you, and your life experience as you. But from a more internal perspective, this perception of you yourself is also outside of you. And you go, deeper inside to the source of even perceiving yourself. And that, aspect of perception is coming from, ultimately from this pure state of consciousness. And so you can return to this seer, or this pure perception, and there you can experience kaivalya, or emptiness.